Inhumane Shooter Bot. Said Inhumane Shooter is now live. Streaming The Elder Scrolls Online, Wednesday. Configuring characters. Come join the fun. Episode 299.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day today. We are finishing the configuration of characters after the new Black Leaf update on champion points to 2.0 on champion points. So everybody has to be worked on to get their armor, skills, and everything the way we want them. So that is kind of where we're at right now. So with what we're doing right now, we're going to be visiting the dye station in Somerset with each character to get their armor colors the way we want them. Have to correct coloration on the armor sets to be what we want them to be. With that getting done, we will then be able to start doing things like daily undaunted pledges to raise their levels. Okay, some of the characters only have one set of armor currently, but be aware those will be changing. For some reason, we should be getting our helmet hidden, and it's not doing what we want right now. See if I can figure this one out. Okay. Collections. Hide your helmet. Well, the helmet is not hiding. Inventory again. Go back to collections one more time. this hides it. I don't know what's going on right now. There we did. Looks good. This guy only has one set of armor, so we can get off of that right now. We have an item sold. Iris, go away. He has been dismissed. Not too shabby looking. Okay. Alrighty, let's get this going. Alright, welcome to the stream. We are in Grathwood, traveling back to Somerset to do our dye on our armors and stuff to get things the way we want them to look. So as you can see, we are in Grathwood, and we're going to be traveling to Somerset to take care of our armor dyes on all of our characters. Something that I put a little bit of time into configuring. We'll also be adding some new armor to different characters and weapons and stuff to round out their appearance and things like that. She is a Templar, a Bobo Templar, which is a little bit different. Watch her health and stuff come back up. So this is kind of the place that we go to do all of our dyes and things on our armors. Okay. We only have one set on her currently, which is Sunder Flame, which is fine. So hers is done. Switch another character. A few going to be going on here. Just takes a little bit. We're into our necromancers now. And every necromancer has to have their armor coloration configured the right way that we like. Be nice, I think it does, but it'd be nice if your collars were set the way you configured them on one set across the board for any set you put on a character. Or that some people like to independently take care of them. It's not something that I do currently. I mean, everybody's armor is going to be the same coloration. So off to Somerset we go. You'll notice possibly the bars will not be configured correctly on characters until we set the UI. Some of them will be fine, other ones will be a little whacked out. Bear Ruckus is on my lap like usually, laying down resting. He got tired of playing already this morning, so he'll just be resting a little while we're doing these different things. Okay. Let's go back to our armor set 1 and see. We need to get our collar set right, so we're going to do that. And with those being done, we'll go to our other set of armor. There we are. Some pieces of equipment don't give you any coloration that you can set, so that's okay. Now we have our armor set the way we want it. We'll switch to another character and continue doing the same procedure. So it's a good morning here in the coolest town in Ohio, Coolville, Ohio. It's going to be a nice warm day, close to 70 degrees, they say. Alright, let's go to Somerset. 2 more to go, and then we'll have all of our dice straightened out on our characters. Alright, so let's figure out the colorations that we want to use here. Okay, let's see. We'll set the colors based upon the head. Alright, so we'll set our armor colors currently. Okay, let's turn around and look at everything. Looks good, and apply changes. That sort of took care of that part of the armor. Now let's look at number set 3 or number set 2. 2 will do it. Okay. And exit. With that, you can see that we have armor that is somewhat better in color. That is what we were trying to get. Okay, so with that, we can log off of Zola Brookhill. Last one is MC Nagdos. We're going to do his armors. That'll take care of his armor at this point and have it colored the way we want it. Once we get logged in, we'll do the same thing we did on the last characters. We'll go to Somerset, correct his color, except the part that lets us re-roll the characters. From there, we'll also be looking at characters that need new armor and weapons that only have one set. I'm trying to get every character with multiple sets of gear on them. It's going to do several different things. One, it'll alleviate bank space and get it cleared up. 2, it'll give us more armor sets for different things in the game. We have an extremely large amount of armor in our bank, monster sets and things that we're going to be looking toward using. Let's get some Harris Heller on. Keep the music up a little bit. And here we're doing the heroes part, where we roll our characters again. Okay, he's already there, so we'll look at his armor. Use this station. Everything will be set the way we want it. On all armor. That way, coloration looks good. I don't know if it'll cost anything on this character. It shouldn't. It's just a matter of correcting the color pigment on the armor. Once we have that completed, okay, so we're gonna look. We have Dumber Black, and Cold Harbor Black. Well, we'll look for a different black here. Let's use Viridian on these pieces here. The Viridian looks green. I don't like green. And let's try this one. See what that does. The green is not what we're trying to accomplish on the characters. Look too shabby, so we'll apply it. Let's stow his what shield so I can see it. Don't look too shabby. I'm a little happy with that. That'll work. Okay, so now maybe two. I can see, I know we have more than one set of armor on him. Plague Doctor and Beekeeper. Let's go to Beekeeper. Check. See how it looks. That's Beekeeper. Looks pretty good. Change it up and see. Looks good. Let's reply changes. Okay, so we have MC taken care of. Doesn't take a great deal of time to configure those, but we do have them now. Okay, so we will be looking to figure out which characters only have one set of armor at this point. He has multiple, so I know there was a couple that only had one set, so we're going to look at logging out and checking to see if we can figure out who does not have multiple sets. Give me a second. I'm going to go get some coffee. I will return, so we'll give you a be right back. returning. Just took me a couple of minutes to do what I was trying to do. So let's look at everybody. Go back and work on them. He has multiple sets, so he's good. I don't remember. I think he has a multiple set. We'll look. So we're gonna work from the bottom up this time, just to look and see what we can correct on characters. We're gonna scoot up a little bit, that way the puppy won't fall off. Don't want the puppy to fall off our lap. That would not be a good thing. We'll claim it this time, and we're still joined, so that it doesn't do a lot of change there. Alright, now what we do is we just look and see. He has Spriggans and Livewire, so he's good to go. Go to another character, working our way toward the top. I do have some Bobo sets that will probably take a gander at seeing what we can do on a character as far as moving them to a different character to see what they do about enhancing characters. Cup number 3 is going in, so we'll have that in shortly. It's kind of obvious if you look at things around. The colors of the stream are red, black, and a little silver sometimes, or white, so if you look at logos and everything, that's the basis of our stream setup. This will be a fairly involved bunch here, so what we'll be doing is flipping a sheet of paper over that I have, which is an invoice from one of my last cameras that you guys donated toward, which is the puppy cam that is up in stream. There's not any puppies on it right now. The puppy's in my lap. You can see his little ears right here. That's his little place he likes to be, but come on in. Have a seat by the fire. Grab yourself a mug of mead to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Remember,
Inhumane
if you're
Shooter
a
Bot
Prime member,
said Amazon Prime members can subscribe for free by using your free Prime subscription to a channel once every 30 days.
Very good tip. Always remember, if you're a Prime member, you can add some things to your stuff. Alright, so what we're going to do, this is a Bobo build, and we're going to look at giving her some more armor and stuff. As you can see, she only has one set currently, so we're going to try to get that improved by bringing up Mr. Banker and see what we have that we're interested in moving. We have Hawkeye and we have the other armor set that enhances your bow build, so we're looking at possibly moving some of that for her. Okay, we're not going to use agility. It'll be Hawkeye or the, I can't think of the other ones right now, so we're going to look at what we can do there. Lots of sets of armor. And I'll have to look to see what she wears, so we'll know. I know it's all golded out because that's what we did with it. Okay, we have one bow. That's a hair scene. So we could do Hawkeye with a single bow, but that's not what we have in mind right now. So let's look for the other set that's here. Marksman. Marksman, I have the armor, which is medium. I need another Hawkeye bow is what I'm seeing at this moment. So we'll look and see what we can do about that. Okay. Let's go back up to Hawkeye. I did see a golded out bow there, so that's what we're looking toward if we can find what we're going to need. So we're looking for a golded out bow. There's the Hawk's Eye bow, precise. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get comfortable here for a second, guys. I need to relax a little. So I need another Hawkeye bow. So what we're going to do is head over to the bank and see if anybody has one that we can see real quick. It's a set that will give you increased abilities on your bow and stuff, so I don't know if anybody has it for sale out there, but we're going to look for curiosity and talk to this banker. I don't like this guy. He is very snotty, so we'll say that about him. Okay, let's search for Hawk. And we're looking for a bow of Hawkeye. So we'll search. That one is defending. It's 6K. Okay, let's see if anybody else has a Hawkeye bow. Defending isn't too bad. It's basically going to increase your physical and spell resistance. So it's stamina, weapon based, reduces the cost and increases your damage with your bow by 6%, which isn't bad. So we will be checking all of the other guilds that we belong to see if anybody has it. Not one there. Here we are, Hawkeye, decisive, powered, and powered. So based upon that, we're going an ultimate 50% quicker with that one. Powered at 8K and a powered at 8K. Powered, increase your healing, done. Okay, let's look and see. Baghdad Shadback is a warden, so we don't need to be healing done. Okay. Let's go back and look at what we can get here still. So Tamriel Emporium was the last one. I don't think there's going to be one here, but we'll look. No, nothing. Okay. Exit out of that one. I did find one that wasn't too badly priced, so we're just going to look at these vendors and see if somebody has what we're looking for. I don't want to travel around a lot. And that one's powered as well. So powered is not something we're interested in, but sometimes you run into not having that choice. Let's see, decisive and a sharpened at 20k. So thinking about it, sharpen's not a bad trade. We might come back and look at it again. So we did find sharpened, which is normally what we would be buying for PvP and things like that. Powered. We're not worried about powered right now. We do have one more vendor here somewhere. It was over here at one time. There's the vendor. Nothing. Okay. So that sharpened bow that we found was, I think, here. That's powered. Healing done is not something important at this moment. I would spend 20k on a sharpened. Alright, a sharpened bow for 20k. If you think about it, that sharpened bow is at 20k. If we take it and increase it, we'll be doing good. But if you think about it, there's only 10 listings for that bow. Let's do one thing real quick. We'll travel to Grathwood just to look. Might be there. So it's a matter of bouncing around to find the bow that we want. We'll get it, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. So the vendors are all going to be right out this door, so we'll start looking and seeing if we can find it. Now I know the precise, I would deal with it not too badly. It would not upset me. Training is not something I'm interested in. Nothing. One more here and then we cross over. Nothing. Okay, so we'll go back up and work down from the top and see how this works. Nothing. So Hawkeye's not a real popular bow. Defending. That one's 5k. Now defending is going to increase physical and spell resistance. Might do with that. I don't know yet. Like I said, we did find one sharpened, which typically is one of the ones we usually buy. Charged. That might not be a bad one. So with that, how much was the charged? $5k. Okay, so we bought that one, that'll work. So now at this point, we're ready to travel back to Somerset. Info on the charged is we will travel Back to Somerset. Switch to Isabella because Isabella's going to be able to improve it to gold, and that's what we want to do with it. Make a little sense, I hope. So we're going to be going to Somerset. Back to Eleanor. Get Isabella and improve that bow to gold quality once we get it. Okay. Now this is a character that is stand based. So she is a warden at stand base, so not too shabby. We might be able to pull the other armor in and give her another total golded out set. Okay, so let's get Isabella. She's the one that has the info on what we're doing here. Logging in. While we're doing that, we'll wait on the puppy here. The puppy. Hi, puppy. Little guy's a sheepy booger. Look at you. He's a sleepy little fella, aren't you? You're a sleepy little boy, aren't you? Yes. Oh, look, he's going back to sheep. So once Isabella gets in, we'll bring up the bow, go to the table, improve it, and then save it in. Switch tack to Backdoor Shotback. Okay, so now at this point we will look at what we purchased, which is going to be in the mail. So we'll do our and as right now Isabella is the only character we have. Okay, the character that we have that is our crafting person currently, because everything changed and we needed points to put other places. Alright, let's improve a weapon, and we should see a Hawkeye bow here. Search him this way. Okay, so we're looking for a bow. Bow of Hawkeye, there it is. And we're going to improve it. That bow is now gold. If we go to the top or bottom and look at inventory, we should have a Hawkeye bow that has been improved. There it is. I want to look at the enchantment. Cancel. I want to look at our enchantment. So physical damage and restore stamina. That's not a bad deal. We'll leave it the way it is and just lock it. Put it into the bank by talking to Mr. Banker. He is right here. Tyrus is. Go to the bank and deposit. It's in there now, so we'll exit out. Stop right here with her. She's going to stay in the crafting area because anything that we need to do something with is her job to take care of it at this point. So we're going to log out, go back to Backdoor Shadback, grab that Hawkeye bow, bring it into her inventory. And at that point, we're also going to look at what we want to do as far as, do we want to monkey with her armor? I typically don't think it's going to hurt us if we do, so. Okay. have to have some breakfast here in a little bit. Thinking possibly cereal, but haven't decided 100%. As soon as we get her in position, we'll grab our armor and our weapons and give her a golded out set of bow build. I think everything will still work out efficiently. We'll know in a short moment. Okay, let's go into talk to the banker, Tyrus, and let's look at the bank. Okay, so we're looking for Hawkeye. Should have 2 golded bows and our jewelry and stuff for it now. And then Marksman is going to be the next in play, which should give her fairly good ability.
Audrobites.
Hey, Audrobites.
Said good morning, gonna lurk at ya while doing RL stuff for a bit.
Not a problem,
Inhumane
dear.
Shooter Bot. Said Audrobites, welcome to the stream. You are now lurking in the realm of Inhumane Shooter. Enjoy your visit with us.
So Audrey, I guess you're still working on lovely changes the same as the rest of us. I have all of my champion points and stuff done, and I have my dyes done. I'll have to change dyes on this guy here in a little bit, but what we're doing right now is giving him Marksman and Hawkeye. Her. This is Zolog Bro Q. No, it's not. I can't even think of my names. How's that? Marksman is a complete bow set. Okay. Now, if we look at her, we're going to go into her inventory build. Alright, so we have gold there. This whole complete set, except for jewelry, is going to be a golded out set when we get done. Gotta make sure which bow is where. That is precise. That one needs to be there. This is the defending one. Okay. Okay. We just didn't hurt her. Stamina and health are okay still, so we not gonna worry about that. We gotta go dye this into our dye colors. This is where we're going back to the dye station. Then we'll add a new build to her setup, so she'll have multiple sets. The big thing is, like I said, I'm trying to get everybody's multiple sets on them so that that is good. Let's do this right now. Let's fire this puppy up, and we're at 100%, so. Okay, now we're going to cast to our TV in here, which will give us our monitoring setup. And here it comes. There we are. Now we have our monitoring set up. And based upon what we got here, we're going to look and decide how are we colorizing things. Okay, not too shabby. We've got it all figured out. So the weapons don't show up, so that's fine. Next color. It's going to be a little costly on gold to do this, but not too awful. Okay, so we're going to apply it. Okay, so now she has her bow set. 2 bows. One looks like one is ebon heart insignia. The other looks like, I can't tell, but the other one looks like a, trying to get a good glance at it, lion. So we got a Dominion Covenant, Daggerfall Covenant, and an Ebonheart bow. So not too shabby. Let's look and see now. So we're going to insert currently equipped, and we're going to, whoops, that was not what we wanted to do. Let's go back, and we lost it. Switch back to bar 1. It was vigor, so we'll put vigor back there. Well, let's do it the easy way. Insert currently equipped. There we go. Okay, now we're going to copy, set up to a new bar. That'll give her that set. So this is going to be our first setup. This is bow. This is going to be Marksman Hawkeye build. So we'll tell it. So we got that done, and we'll pick this one up. Totally golded out, not too shabby. Okay, this is a bow. This bow here is, let's see what it's telling me. This is precise. Okay, bow. And, wow, that didn't spell very good. And bow. Okay, now. Let's go back to 1. Let's go into see what we have on the character. Inventory. This is Sunder Flame, and I have a different helm on it, so we're gonna fix that right now. That looks better. Sunder Flame. Okay. This is Sunder Flame, so we got a bow and another bow. Okay, so that's okay then. And let's close out that. So we're there, and then we hit number 2. We switch our build. Not too awful looking. So we're at 24, 27, 23, 20, 29, 23. So not too shabby of a setup there. We'll just leave everything the way it is. Okay. So we're done with her. She has her 2 sets of equipment built now, which is what we were really after. Okay, so that was Baghdar Shadbak. So let's look at Amenephasar. She has 2 different sets. Skylar, I'm pretty sure, has 2 sets. Churchill has 2 sets. Tron has 2 sets. Roxy has 2 sets. Misty has 2 sets. Rabbit Ann has 2 sets. Alright, so Isabella has 3 different sets. Okay, let's look at giving Rabadar something else to wear. So basically the builds are just giving us different armor sets to see if we can increase and compensate things. The basic premise of what we're doing is to clear the bank of sets that are usable for characters and creating new builds for characters. Because we all know bank space is a very premium thing that we need to have, where different builds are going to be reflecting. Ooh, I got a UI error. I did not mean to do that, so let's close that. So there is a UI error on. Whoops. We get rid of that and exit. Thought. We'll close all the windows because champion points and things are whacked. That's why we're getting UI until the new stuff is out there for it. Okay, so we're running Bright Throats and Mother Sorrow. Mother Sorrow, okay. Let's look at Mr. Banker and see what we can add. Okay, let's run up here and go back to Somerset is where we're trying to go. Lots of people working on champion points still. I know that I need several more champion points, and I'm even at 1153 or 1100 and something. Champion points are going to be a must. Okay, we'll go right here and talk to our banker. Okay, she's a sorcerer build. So we are going to look in Mr. Banker, always sort the sets. Okay, and with what we have Bright Throats in the other set, so that is where we're at, looking to see what we can do to improve and possibly get a third build on her. Okay, we're not going to be using agility right now because agility only gives you a 3 passive on your armor and things, so we're not going to do that one right now. We're looking to see magicka based items, stamina based bone pirates, and we do have a sword, and we do have 2 swords, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, bone pirates and bone pirates. But then we have a resto staff, so that would have to go to a different armor set there, so that's not going to be what we're looking to do. We're already running Bright Throats, so we're not going to want to pull Bright Throats in. We know we need armor for a sorcerer and possibly jewelry and weapons for a sorcerer. The defiler set's a medium, so we'll be moving that to a character here in a little bit. Lost my music. There it's back. Okay. Lots of sets we're not at what we need on them yet. Here scenes is stamina based. We don't have enough to do here scenes yet. We're missing a ring, which I'm sure we'll get a ring here. Jailbreaker, we don't have any weapons, but we have jewelry, and it's gold jewelry, so it's all stamina based also. Leviathan stamina, so we'll hang on to that for right now. She's not a stamina based character. Now this is a healing set, so we'll hang on to that for a healer. We have our jewelry and we have our stabs, so that would work for a healer, which is a Templar case again. Mod Tinkers is spell critical. That would not work too bad, but we have to make sure we have our stabs. We have one stab right there. So that is not going to do what we want, so we'll go past that one. Necropence. We do have our necropence stabs and our necropence jewelry and stuff. So let's look at her build and see, is she wearing any necropence? Yes, she already says it. So we're not going to monkey around with necropence on her. She's already there. Inoculus we don't have yet. Duelist we don't have yet. Ranger we don't have yet. Sanctuary we do have, but we only have one staff, which is a frost staff. It'll work for a different type of magic user, but not her. 7th Legion is a decent set for a tank or something. Shackle Breaker, okay. I don't have any Shackle Breaker jewelry at this moment, which I do have a lot of Shackle Breaker stuff, but not any jewelry. Lich, I don't know if she's got Lich, but let's see. We have a Decisive Lightning Staff, and we have a Frost Staff. So Lich might be a viable build. We just gotta look and decide. Easy, baby, you be good. I don't know if we have any Lich on her yet, so that's what we're gonna have to look at. This is Necropotence and Bright Throats. So, okay, so we can look at doing Lich. We have armor and stuff, but this will be jewelry, jewelry, and jewelry. That's her jewelry. Now we just need to look at what we want to do as far as the staffs. We'll take that lightning, and with that lightning, that one's a frost of precise, that one's a frost of precise, so we can do that. But we're going to put the staff back for a second, the lightning staff, because we need to get Isabella to correct it. So we're going to put that lightning staff back in switch to Isabella, where we can do something with the Lich Lightning Staff. So as you can see, it's going to be a tedious back and forth type of environment today to enchant, improve, and things like that with Isabella. She is, like I said, my main crafter. And with everything changing in the meta, lo and behold, she is the only one that is going to be crafting for a while. Till we get champion points up to where they need to be. Would you get your head off there? Thank you. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so Isabella will be coming up, and I'm gonna put the puppy down. Go see Roxy, dude. Here, go to Roxy. Go up there with Roxy and lay down. Try to send him to Roxy. She's in the bed. There, you can see her. He's standing beside her in the puppy camp. Hello, welcome to the stream. Come on in. Have a seat by the fire. Grab yourself a mug of meat to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. As you can see, we are still working with the changes in the game. We have our champion point set. We have our skills and dies set. So now we're looking at adding more armor sets to get other builds on characters, to see what performs the best in each type of character. After we get all this kind of stuff done, we'll be moving on to the area of doing our undaunted pledges on each character. Key thing that we've found out is your champion points generate very good when we are doing undaunted stuff. I had people say that they did their pledges and got 3 champion point levels from one dungeon, so we're going to see if that's a true thing for a higher level character. Right now we're at 1153 and we're wanting to improve our characters. Okay, so now we have a staff. Here's what we're looking at. Everything is in the bank. We'll set it to sets. That way we can look and see. We know that we are going to be looking at Lich. So let's scroll down and see what we have on the Lich front. Alright, we have a lightning staff of a Lich that needs to be improved. It's decisive, but we're not going to get too upset about it being decisive. There's a precise frost staff. So what we're going to do is unlock these. Key thing when you're improving things, always do your weapons first. Weapons give you the most bang for your gold on the cost and the most damage. So with that being said, we're going to improve our weapons. Normally I don't improve anything I'm not going to be using because it doesn't make a tremendous amount of sense. Okay, at that point, those are still in my bank, so I don't have to get too crazy about it. And we'll look at what we want to do from there. So let's log off of Isabella. If we need enchantments for different things, we'll come back and do enchantments as we need to on Isabella. She's our high elf sorcerer, crafter, provisioner, and all that good stuff. So she makes everything we need for all of our characters. Characters were all working on their crafting, but lo and behold, things changed. I think this is what I'm wanting to be on. Can't remember if it was Robodar or not. We'll find out as soon as we get in if her inventory has Lich in it. I know she doesn't have the Lich armor set currently on. A lot of characters will be running necropotents if they're magicka based and use pets, being sorks, wardens, and even necromancers. So we're going to look. And we have Bright Throats and Other Sorrow on this character. So let's look at inventory and see. We have the Lich here. So we're going to be moving Lich onto the character. You'll notice that stats are going to start changing as we're doing this stuff. Secondary will be a frost. Primary, once we get it in, is going to be a lightning. So we'll talk to Mr. Banker. And we're going to go through inventory in the bank again to find the Lich components. We'll do it the easy way. Okay, IJ Lich should be showing up here pretty directly. You can do it this way. And there we are. Lich Lightning Staff Decisive. There should be another. Okay, this is all Lich. And if you look, I am not seeing inventory. I'm not seeing my other piece of Lich. Alright, let's look at the weapons. Alright, so we're golded out on Lich. Let's see our stats. Okay. Character. So she's 64 into Magicka. She has 31 Magicka, 20 health. Always want to stay around the 20 health if possible, which is one of the things we've learned in the game, because you need to have your health. So with what we're doing here, so we have build 3, which is going to be Lich now. So we'll change up this. Alright, so now we have our Lich, which is in there. And we're going to copy our skill line. Okay, so build 3 will be Lich. And we have to get our equipment. Wait a minute. That's what we're after. Okay, and so we have a lightning and a frost staff. That should be pretty good. Close that out. So we have that. Build 3. Oh, we didn't add our skills. That will cause a problem. There we go. Okay. Close it again. Let's try it now. Build 3. Build 1. Build 3. Let's see. Let's see what we have. That's supposed to be a lich staff. And for some strange reason, okay, not seeing what we thought we would have there. Let's go to here too. That's going to be necropotence. Okay. Alright, let's look into inventory and see what it tells us we have. We do have our equipment, it's telling us on her. So let's go look at the dye station and see if I have to change anything. Even though the weapon looks different, it's giving us the right weapon on there, so guess it's a matter of looking to see how things are there. Okay, I hope this isn't too awful boring for you guys. It's a necessary part right now to get these skills and builds and stuff straightened out. Kind of neat. I like the green top on the staff. Okay. As we're here, we're going to colorize. Our lich equipment. Don't look too shabby. Okay. And that's R. Reply those. It's probably okay. So we actually have bright throats, necropens, and stuff like that on her. So not too bad. Back to 1. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, let's get off of this. So we're done with Robadar. Move on to the next character. It's kind of funny if you look in the camera. Roxy's halfway out of the bed, laying with her feet in, and Ruckus took over the bed. So little guy decided he is the boss again. We're going to load up Rabbit Ant Sky Dancer, see what we need to do on her setups. Like I said, everybody should be in the area of Somerset right now, so that we can work toward their armor setups. So now let's look to see. We have Shackle Breaker and we have Mad Tinker. We're wearing Lich Jewelry all the way through, so we need to possibly find another set for her as far as the weapons and the jewelry, because it's all the way through. Okay. So we'll look in Mr. Banker and see. Bank. Sort it. Alright, so we need 3 pieces of jewelry and 2 stabs if we can find them. And that's where we're going to start our search. Agility, yeah, we could do agility. But agility is not going to benefit us, so we don't want to do that. Okay. Vine Dusk. That's all health. So if we had the jewelry, that would be a little different to put on her. So we could do health increase if we had the jewelry. We don't have only 1 ring of Beekeeper right now. So we'll keep that stuff and go on. Now I haven't locked down any of this Beekeeper at this moment, because we do have a Beekeeper staff there that doesn't look too awful. So we're gonna start looking for stabs and jewelry. That's Burning Spell Weave. We have 2 stabs with the restoration. And we have 1 ring, so that isn't going to help us any. Defiler, we have 2 rings. I thought we had a necklace, but I could be wrong. I think we'll pick that up. This is a medium armor set, so we'll look at a medium armor character getting that later. Ebon. We already took our Ebon stuff. Now Ebon will work good for somebody that is a tank, but as of right this second, we are not doing tanks. Okay, here scenes isn't going to help us. Jailbreaker. I wish I had some jewelry or some other things to add to it. That's all stamina. That'd be an awesome set for another one of our characters. That's that way. Okay, so we get weapon critical, weapon critical, weapon critical out of Leviathan. And in Leviathan we have a healing staff and an Inferno staff. Not too impossible doing that. So Leviathan might come back and be something we're going to do. Don't know yet. Live wire restoration Inferno is healing taken. Okay, so live wire wouldn't be a bad set to do something with either. So we have infused and charged. And we have a sharpened. So we have 3 different stabs for live wire. So we could do Inferno and ice and jewelry. We'll look on. We only have 1 Mad Tinker, which is the Inferno. But we don't have the jewelry, so we don't want to go that route. Okay, Necropotence. We have lots of stuff in jewelry. I think she may have Necropotence, so that's not a viable option either. Okay. Sanctuary we have so Sanctuary is a healer set, so we're gonna leave it alone. We need another Sanctuary. Go back to what I was talking about. We need another Sanctuary staff, but Sanctuary is a bound set, so it comes from a dungeon. So that's not going to happen either, so we're going to continue down through. Shackle Breaker, I don't have any jewelry. Now if I mailed some jewelry for Shackle Breaker would be pretty good viable set. Thing is, we would have to make the jewelry minimum of purple. And we would do it as a hollow jack type setup. So we're going to look at possibly crafting some Shackle Breaker later. That was our other Lich locket. And that was a Frost Staff, so we're going to leave it alone at this moment. Now we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of Lich. Let's look in her build. Alright, she has Shackle Breaker and Mad Tinkers. So if we would change some armor, that might be a viable option, but everything is already lit, so you don't want to double lich up, so that's not going to help us any. Malakina, we have a lightning and we have a lightning. Now Malakina, we have not got any jewelry, so that's not going to help. Spell cure power, we are working towards spinners. Now Spriggans is a stamina based set, and I think we do have Spriggans jewelry. So wouldn't be a bad set to put on her, because we have Spriggans and Spriggans, which are sharpened and sharpened. And jewelry, not sure what that would do to her stats. So we'd be increasing her stamina, decreasing her magicka, I'm pretty sure, so we would be decreasing her magicka, increasing her stamina. So don't think I want to do that. Wouldn't be a great thing. Sunder Flame is not a bad set. So we have an infused and a restoration and a lightning. So we do have 3. Now we need jewelry of Sunder Flame, and we don't have it. It's a bound set, so we're not going to do that one either. As you can see, the dilemma is, what do I want to do? What can I do? Worm Cult, we have 2 rings of nice pretty gold, but we need a necklace now, so that's not in the game either. Undaunted Underweaver is magicka, so 1, 2. Undaunted Underweaver. Undaunted Underweaver, Undaunted Underweaver. Do we have a necklace? Undaunted Underweaver. That's all magic based. So, what I've decided is we're going to look at Undaunted Underweaver. Charged. Empowered. That one does your increased healing. That increase apply effect. Increase applied effect. So that's a frost, that's a lightning, that's a lightning. So I think we'll do the lightnings in the jewelry. So those lightnings are going to have to be unlocked and improved for her. But we're going to go ahead, take the jewelry, move it over on her. With that being said, now, hello, welcome to the stream. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of meat to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. We are working on putting sets together to improve characters and add more armor sets to them for pledges and dungeons and questing. So that's where we're at right now. We're using Isabella, our master crafter, to take care of the enchanting and the different things we're trying to do on our characters. Right now we're looking at the Undaunted Underweavers, their magicka. Now we want to take and improve these to gold and also possibly change their traits. But right now I'm not thinking I want to do traits. But in a nutshell, we're going to be switching to Isabella and improving these shortly. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is we're using a lich base here, and we're going to want to put the Untitled Underweaver in to make another build. This one is, I think this one is non-pet. But it does have pets on it, so that's not really true. We'll make it questing. That'll work. We named it. Now it makes it a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to give her Untitled Underweaver jewelry and Untitled Underweaver weapons once we get them done. So what we're looking at is we've increased her magicka. Her health is still at 21. That's where it needs to stay. As long as we're above 20k on health and things like that, we're happy with a build on the character. But the key thing is right now we need to improve the Untitled Underweaver's stabs. So we're going to log out and grab Isabella, which is our master crafter, and she is going to improve these weapons for us. And old Isabella's right here. She's our character that's been through almost every quest in the game, other than the dolmens and the bosses and some of the groups. But she is my favorite sorcerer. High elf, which gets the advantages of being a high elf. Kind of people wonder what the world you have a lot of characters. Yes, I have max 18 characters, all max level, but they don't have max skills. We're working toward that. So as we get skill points, we'll be applying those to the character skill lines to improve them. Alright, Isabella's up. So we're looking at Untitled Underweaver for improvement. So we'll sort. And we know Untitled Underweaver is going to be down here. I think I unlocked them. There we are, Untitled Underweaver. With that, those are improved. So we'll switch back to the character we were on. And that'll give her another set. The other reason we're doing this set is, other than improving the characters, we're moving things out of the bank. I'm trying to remember, was this the character, I think. Trying to remember where I had the Untitled Underweaver, and I think it's on this character. Bank space is a premium for everyone. My bank is full of monster sets and things, so that is another reason we're looking at doing things to improve characters' builds and possible find new builds that are working for our characters. Champion points are reconfigured already. Skill points have been reconfigured already. Dyes on armors have already been done, so it's a matter of just trying to improve the character builds. Okay, so as of right now, we're going to look and see. Okay, this is Undaunted Underweaver. Now, we're going to have to talk to Mr. Banker and bring the new pieces of Undaunted Underweaver over here. Key thing is, I just unlocked them in the bank as I'm working toward the characters. Alright, so we're looking for Undaunted Underweaver. They're going to be gold, so it shouldn't be a real hard thing to find. And as I said earlier, I do have lots of sets that are viable for characters. It's just we haven't done some of the changing. If you'll see, there's a lot of things in inventory. Okay, so let's go back to her inventory. She has her Undaunted Underweaver there, and now we're going to be moving the Undaunted Underweaver weapons. Okay, we have a charged and we have a powered. Make that one the first. Make that one the second. If we look, it's doing magic damage and restoring magicka, magic damage and restore magicka. That's fine for right this second. Let's lock them. If you look, we're at 31k of magicka and still above 20k of health. Main thing we have to have is above 20k of health for survivability. Every character I do, I try to have above 20k once they're buffed on their health. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so this is Lich. This is Lich. So we're not going to change that one right now because we're wearing Mad Tinkers. I might change this set because it's still wearing Lich, so I think we're going to look at possibly changing one of these sets. For giggles, let's look and see what we get once we add. Alright, so we are into Undaunted Underweaver, and we're not going to monkey with these other two. So this is going to be Undaunted Underweaver now. So that was the pet build. This is Undaunted Underweaver now. So that's what we're going to sell it. Okay. Okay, with that being changed, that set has been saved. We're using Lambers, which is going to do our magicka. So let's look at that build. So we're at 31,000 magicka, 21,000, 15,000 stamina. Stamina is not something I really concentrate a lot on certain types of characters. We're going to log off and go down to the next character we're looking at. Okay, so Misty has her sets. Rowdy Roxy has her sets. Lord Tron has his set. Churchill has his sets. Skylar. These are tanks. Templar. Now, being a Templar, that's one of the ones we're probably going to try to take care of. And I'm not sure if I want to do it on Warden. I might do Warden, because our Wardens, a lot of them don't use a staff, so that's what I was looking to see. She's a Bobo, he's not. Okay, now let's don't monkey with that. Necropotents will give you more magicka, but the necromancers we have are stand builds. Our wardens are stand builds. Our templars are magic builds. So we can take a look at templars and see if there's something we want to do with them right now. So we're going to look at our templars and see if there's anything to change. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and I hope I am giving you some information that's going to be beneficial and useful for you. It's kind of one of the goals I have. Now I'm seeing that the frame droppage is terrible today, and I'm not sure why. Not really happy with it at this moment. I've dropped a tremendous amount of frames, and I do apologize. I need to figure out what's going on there. One thing I'm going to do is restart my connection here shortly and see if that helps. Okay, let's look at him. He has spinners and New Moon Acolytes. New Moon Acolytes. Lich is his jewelry and his weapons. Not bad. But do we want to change anything else? Not 100% sure at this moment, but like I said, these are my healers, so let's take a look in the bank and see if we can come up with another very good healer build. Bank, and look. Okay. Not sure. Let's take a look. Now we could do restoration, agility, but that's not going to give us what we're looking for. Okay, this is a health-based set, the Beekeeper. But like I said, a Beekeeper, I only have one ring. I need two more another ring and a necklace to do Beekeeper. Would be a pretty good setup, I think, for health-wise. So we have a sword and a sword, so we could do dual weld and a restoration, but that's not going to do what we want. Or we could do Imperium, which isn't going to help us right now. Bright Throats, we have one restoration staff, which wouldn't be too bad right now. Now the thing of Bright Throats is if you have a drink buff active, you're going to increase. So to do this, we're going to look at what we can do to benefit him. I'm going to take the restoration and the jewelry here. Also, I'm trying to remember which character I'm on. Inventory, I can't remember which character. Oh, this is... This is Hunter Gauge. I might think that we can get another Bright Throat staff out this deal. So, in a nutshell, we're going to be traveling to look for a bright throat staff. If we look at him, he has restoration and a lightning. So we already know that we're going to be putting the other restoration in here. And the jewelry. So let's look at inventory. In a nutshell, we're going to do sets. Okay, so this restoration staff is going to go there, and the bright throat's jewelry is going to go there. So at this point, we're going to need another restoration, another lightning staff. So I need a bright throat's lightning staff, which will fall into here. Not too crazy, but that will work if we can come up with a bright throat's lightning staff. Alright, so we're going to go look for a bright throat's lightning staff. Could be a flame, but I like lightning a lot better. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. Hello, welcome to the stream. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of mead to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Welcome, glad to have you. Hope you enjoy what we're doing. We are working on builds after we've already got our champion points, our skill points, and our dyes on our armors to be the way that we want them currently. Okay, so we're going to the guild store. We're going to be looking for our bright throat's lightning staff. So we're going to search and tell it bright. So we're looking for a bright throat's lightning staff. Right there. And we're going to do a search. And lo and behold, nothing. Okay. Let's go back in and search some other ones that we have. Not worried about that right now. Sorry about that. I had a slip of the finger there. Alright, so Elder Scrolls Exchange does not have one. There is a Bright Throat's lightning staff. It's sharpened. 200,000 gold. Way beyond the price I'm really wanting to pay. Can I afford it? Yes, but that's not really what I'm wanting to pay for that lightning staff. If I paid 200k for one, I would be totally crazy. Nothing. So we're gonna go outside and visit with the vendors out here. Now, yes, we can use Tamriel Trade Center to locate what we're looking for. I'd rather find it and purchase it. Decisive for 75k. Now 75k isn't a bad deal. I could do that more comfortably. But my thought is I can do better. Nothing. A lot of these things you're not going to find. That one's 59k and it's decisive. So see, we're still in the decisive area. Decisive isn't a bad trait. It's not what we're looking for. So I mean, will we do it? Possibly. That one's sharpened and it's 200k. I can get a gold one for 200k. Why would I want to buy that one? Hope that makes a little sense. Does to me. Guild store. Nothing. Okay. So So with that being said, let's go to add the close this up right now and add a Timberwolf Trade Center. Close that one out, we don't need it. So we're looking for a, that's not the right keyboard. Right throats. Okay, bright throat, lightning staff, and I don't know if it's going to show here bright throats. Okay, let's look at the game again and search so I know what it's called again. Bright throats. Okay, apostrophe S. And let's see if I can find Inferno. Nope. Bright throats boost. Okay, let's back up. Oops, can't spell right. It won't work too good. Let's see if I can search. We're loading it, let's go over here and find one. That way I get the exact perfect name I'm looking for. Come on, talk to him. Making me upset. Go away. Gonna be one of those days. I cannot talk to these guys for some reason. Bright throats, lightning, boast. Okay, let's do it this way. B-R-I-G-H-T. Back dash T-H-R O-A-T plus the S. B-O-A-S-T L. There's what we're looking for. Our bright throats, boast, lightning staff. Okay, we got it that time, and we're going to search. Okay. We're going to go price low to hot. Okay. And they're all going to be rather expensive. Now see, that's 47. Let's go to, did I go to price? Yeah, I did. So 47K. Really expensive. Seeing it's going to be precise would not be. I'd like to have sharpened. Like I said, I found sharpen in there. So expensive. $55K for that one. So you can see they're so crazy expensive. Alright, so this one is decisive at 59K. Thinking about the cost, and I know that decisive is, you're going to gain ultimate quicker. Okay, not bad. So we're also going to need to enchant it to do what we're wanting. So I'm just debating on what I want to do here right now because I'm not 100% sure. So that's 59K. Let's bring up my banker. Get some gold. Where is he? There he is. Bank. And we're gonna withdraw 59,000 gold. And get it. Okay. Here we go. She has, I mean, it's just crazy. So, I mean, if you look, everything is pretty much decisive. Store. I just put, oh, I talked to the banker again. Silly me. Where'd the gold go? It went back in the bank. Alright. Alright, now we can do it. We'll try again before it goes away and I don't get it, man. Alright, we have the staff now. Let's log out. We're going to go to Isabella where we can get the staff and do something with it. Okay, so we're back. Hello, welcome to the stream. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of meat to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Right now we're spending gold on equipment. I just bought a Bright Throats Decisive Staff, which if you're familiar with Bright Throats, it's very expensive. Kind of made me cringe, but I need it for a character build I'm working on. So this is going to be a lightning staff. We have a resto staff. We're just going to have to look at Isabella's build here to see what we want enchantment wise on them. she's logging in to pick up the package and improve it, and then lock it, and then we'll get an enchantment built based upon what we want. Isabella runs Bright Throats. Very good set. Now, when we get this done, it will be a set that goes on, and we'll be putting a drink buff on 100 gauge Skull Crusher, which is a Templar. That way he'll get boosted on Magicka and stuff as he is using the drink, and it'll make his damage and stuff a lot higher. So hope it makes a little sense. I know a lot of folks are still working on their characters and stuff, getting their champion points set, getting their skill points redone and things like that. I fortunately have those done on every character. And when I say every character, there are 18 characters in my repertoire of characters. So I enjoy having different characters so that I can help in Undaunted Pledges based upon if I need to be a healer, a tank, a DPS, so that we have the different characters. I do enjoy the tank and the healer part. A lot of folks don't like that, but so far I've enjoyed it very well. And I'm going to have to take a break here. The puppies are in here on the floor looking up at me, and that lets me know that they want to go to the bathroom. So we're going to have to take them out to go potty, and we're going to give you a be right back screen with a commercial. And we'll be back in just a few moments once I get them taken care of. So enjoy the music, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're getting ready to come back. Thank you guys for hanging out while we were gone. We are bringing up Isabella. She's the character that does our crafting. And with that, we're looking at what she just received in the mail, which it says two things. Okay, we purchased and we sold, so we sold a restoration staff of willpower, so we are recouping some of the gold we're spending. Okay, so the bright throat staff that we just got is going to be improved. Then we're going to sort. Okay, we should have a lightning staff of bright throats. And I'm looking for it. There it is. We improved it to gold. Now, we're going to look at Isabella's bright throats. She has a flame staff and a healing staff, which is fine. Now we're going to give that lightning staff a enchantment of shock. So we're going to go to the enchanting station. Even though we're decisive, we're going to give it an enchantment of shock. Okay. There we go. Inventory. We have our shock, and we're going to be looking at the bright throats staff that we just purchased. It's right here. Cancel. We don't want to do that. We want to enchant it with shock. Now it's the way we want it. And we're going to lock it, move it to our banker. Whoops, we don't know where he is. Where is he? He is here somewhere. Don't know. Where are you? I'll get him this way. There he is. So we're going to move the staff back to. There we go. Now with that, we're going to bring up our Templar Hunter Gauge Skull Crusher and give him his new staffs and go from there. Okay, I want to also look in here at my inventory on this character. I already logged out. That's not going to work. We'll go back in. I want to see what I got on the restoration staff. I don't remember if I changed something or for sure what we did. But we may want to give that restoration staff a different enchantment. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Come on in, have a seat by the fire, grab yourself a mug of mead to warm your weary bones as you let your mind drift off into the wonderful realm of Elder Scrolls. Welcome to the stream. We do like to let folks know we do have a Discord
Inhumane
channel.
Shooter Bot said we have a Discord channel for messages and game chat. Feel free to stop by and visit with us. https://discord.gg/zjas8puda.
Okay. We try to reside most of the time in our own channel if we're just doing things along the line of questing and setting up stuff so that we can chat with you guys if you'd like to come to the Discord channel. Once you sign in to the Discord channel, it will ask you to give it a verification of your email. And then at that point, you get to answer the 3 questions that are the same as what our stream rule questions are. So that will then make you a member of the clan, and you're free to look at builds and chat with us as much as you'd like. The builds that are currently posted are prior to the changing of the game. Okay, we want to look at the restoration staff of Bright Throats. It's using weapon damage, spell damage. Might want to create a weapon and a spell damage enchantment. So that's what I think I'm going to do while we're here. A weapon and a spell damage. So this is weapon and spell damage is what we're doing. I'm going to create one just in case I need it, and it'll be in there. Okay, so now let's talk to our banker one more time. He's here somewhere. I saw him. I don't think he ran off, but could be. We'll bring him back out. Okay. So we want to make sure that the bank guy has the enchantment. And if we look at the stabs, we've already given him the other one. So now we can log out and log into 100 gauge skull crusher. He is a Templar, and we're going to put his new gear on him and see what that does. We're also going to make sure he has potions for drinking, because Bright Throats gives you a drink buff. So Hunter Gauge Skull Crusher is here. I'm going to bring him up and work on setting his gear. Isabella is our main crafter, does all of our alchemy, potions, and everything. Gear enchantments, gear improvements, and things along that line. With the change of the game, I only have one crafter now. The other guys used to do their dailies, but I do not believe it's going to be too beneficial as of right now with everything that changed in the game to do crafting on every character on dailies. We'll probably get back to it because that way characters learn their crafting stuff. Okay, so Mr. Banker, we already done the good thing there, so he should be right here. Okay, Mr. Banker. We want to sort our sets again and get the enchantment we have here, as well as the Bright Throats gold staff that we just got. And there's the Bright Throats lightning staff. Okay, let's get out of that. Look at our inventory now. Okay, so we have Bright Throats. Now we need to add the other staff of Bright Throats in here. Now we're going to whoops, didn't want to do that. Bright Throats lightning staff, Bright Throats. Okay, the lightning staff will stay into there. I almost goofed that one up pretty good. Okay, that is restoration and that is lightning, so we gotta move them back and forth. So and the lightning is going to come here. So we should have our Bright Throats there. Now, that's going to increase his magic capability as long as his health stays above what we want it to be, which it looks pretty good. Now, his restoration is going to be, wait a minute, we got this. Okay, let's Okay, so we have our bright throats and our bright throats. Now we just need our enchantment, which is going to be here. Okay, so the restoration staff needs to, I did it again. Okay. Needs to be enchanted with weapon damage. And I didn't unlock it, so we'll cancel out. Unlock it. Now we can enchant it. That'll give us weapon damage. So we're 5160, 5160. Okay. That will give us our currently equipped and looks very, very nice right now. So this is going to become set 2. Set 2 is going to be bright roads. There. Bright Throat's Boast. So we have our Bright Throat's Boast now. We'll get all that. Now this guy should have some potions that we want to get. If we go up here at the top, we should find our potions. If I did not take them, no I didn't. These are going to become a potion that's going to be very important. Okay. With that being said, we're going to look at our potions. Okay, this is stamina recovery. This is magicka, and this is stamina and health. That's health. That's stamina recovery and health. Okay, so what we're going to do, remove this guy, move everybody around. And lose it. What's a lovely thing to do, wasn't it? Okay.
Winterwater Warmth.
Hey, Winterwater. Hi. Hi, how are you today? We're working on our character builds to get everything the way that we want them currently and have the best benefits as possible. Okay. With that being said, we just get off there. Okay. We have 23,000 health. Good thing. Now, with that being said, we're
Winterwater
going to...
Warmth. Said doing good. Just chilling in ESO.
Awesome. I am working on the final touches on character builds to try and give them the best benefits I can and have survivability. We just currently just finished up a build on one of our Templars, which he has 28,000 health, 32,000 magicka, and 18 stam, so not too shabby of a build. We don't need our banker, we'll tell him to go away. So with that, he should be a fairly good healer now. And we'll look at build 2. Build 2 is Bright Throats. I think that's what we're on right now. Let's look and see. This is the one we're wanting right now to load. Okay, so we're at 28,000 and 35,000.
Winterwater Warmth. Said I need to get ESO membership again, lol.
Oh yeah, well, ESO Plus is something very important right now for the bank space and everything else that comes along with it. I think I've been a ESO Plus membership person for almost 7 years. Everything I fashion my characters around requires the ESO Plus. There we go. That's working now. So we can go from 28,000 with 32,000 magicka to our Templar healing build and pick up a little bit that didn't load that time. There we go. It'll pick us up to 35,000 and 28,000.
Winterwater Warmth said I played for a max of 4 months off and on.
Awesome. I hope you enjoy the game. Basically, the stream is a little bit different than a lot of folks. The stream is for you guys. I like to help characters that are working on leveling tunes and things like that. Either being assistance on understanding the different setups quest, or helping them get armor to level characters and things along that line, because I have I guess you to say, a need to help folks, because it's in my nature. If you look at my bio below, it'll tell you that I've been in the computer IT industry for well over 35 years before I retired, and I taught hunter education for the state of Ohio for 25 years. So it's one of the things I do like to do, is help people in any way I can. So be aware of that. Right now, this is Hunter Gauge Skull Crusher, one of my grandchildren's characters I fashioned after them. With 18 characters, it's kind of crazy to try to keep